Everyone, welcome back. I am so excited. I am speaking with Ashley Bluedeff. First of all, happy Friday. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I'm so happy it's Friday. I'm excited to be here. Thank you so much for having me on as a guest. Hello.
Hello. I am so excited. You have no idea how much I love watching your content. I get like the biggest, like, I don't know the science, dopamine, serotonin, whatever it is. But your content is so fun to watch. I'm so excited to do a deep dive, especially with your type of content. So, first of all, you have millions of fans across your platforms, which I think is so remarkable. How did you begin your journey into content creation? How did all of this happen for you? Was this intentional? Like, walk me through your process and your journey here.
Okay, sure. So a long time ago, I started doing like makeup tutorials on Instagram, and they weren't like your regular makeup tutorials. They were like comedy makeup tutorials. I would blend my makeup with like the craziest like inanimate objects. Like I blended my makeup with a tampon. I blended my makeup with tacos, a light bulb, a hot Cheeto, like you name it. I blended my makeup out with it, and that kind of like took off. And that's like where it all really started. And then like I kind of got burnt out doing that all the time. I was like, there's not really many objects I haven't used. Like, I've used all of them. So then TikTok came around and I was like, oh, this is kind of a cute app. Like, what's this about? And I just saw like people starting to like be themselves and like not really care. And I was like, okay, I could do that. I'm like, I love doing makeup. I love the beauty world. Like, I'll never not love that. And it's still like something I literally love to do. But I started to just post funny content. So like the first thing that blew up for me on TikTok that really like ignited the following was me acting like Siri, like a robot. And I would just go into Target. Like I literally would go into Target every single day. I don't know what it is with shopping malls and me and like shopping places, but that's where like I turn into something else. Like it's like how Beyonce has Sasha Fierce. Like I turn into whatever that is. I don't know what to call it. But I started doing like robot videos and those blew up, and I would do like little Britney Spears impressions during those videos. And I never really knew like at that time I was like, yeah, like I can sound like Britney Spears. Like it's funny. I've always done that. Like since I was like I don't know, like 11. I've been a fan of Britney Spears since I was 5. And honestly, like that took off. And then I started doing this, like just being Britney and just being crazy at the mall and going every single day. And I don't know, people are living for it. And I've never like gotten so much recognition from for something in my life. And this is it like completely has changed so many things for me. Like it's been amazing. Like I love acting like that. Like it's amazing. I have so much fun doing it. But that's like pretty much how the following started was back in 2016 when I started doing makeup videos.
That's incredible. I thank you for sharing that journey because that's a really it's a great journey, and what I love about your story is the fact that you did something, you did it for a while. It worked, which is
Yeah.
even more interesting. But then like you said, you hit a point of burnout and you're like, well, I want to continue to keep up this platform, but what else can I do that's making me happy but doubly also making my audience happy? Which that's a really smart move on your part because easy enough you could have been like, well, I guess this is it for me. I'm out, I'm done, I'm going to cash out now, and I'm just going to not continue this journey. And I'm so glad that you did. That is so incredible. And I obviously let's just jump to this because your content is so fascinating because I think from an audience's point of view, like when you pop up in my For You page, which by the way you do very very often, and I love it. And what I love about your content, I think it's like the fact that you're doing all of this in public. You're doing the thing that is taboo, like you think back to like the old YouTube days where people would like do the 24-hour like Walmart challenge and they'd like hide in a Walmart and everything. Like I remember watching all of those, but I was like, I love these stores. I go to these stores and I'm fascinated because these people are doing these things in these stores. They have the audacity to do it. They have the chutzpah to do it. It's so cool. How has that been recording in public for you? Do you have any wild experiences? Do you get kicked out? Do you have to like recalibrate and say, all right, the Target in Burbank, we're done. We're going to the Target in Glendale. Like, what is that like for
So
you?
funny. So the Target, when I did Target videos, like it's nothing like it is now. So Target, they they usually didn't care, but then there was this one time where this one worker came up to me and she was like, "Are you the one getting on all the fixtures?" And I'm like, "No." I literally was like, "No, like that's not me." And then like I ran out and I left, and then of course like found another target.
Right.
But like that was the only like incident I had back then. Fast forwarding to now, so I film at a mall that's like literally right down the street from my house, and it doesn't really get that busy, but
Mhm.
I mean it is pretty busy at the same time. Like, but it depends like what days you go. I go every day. I film there every day. Like I literally am an employee at the mall. The mall. Anyway, so literally I film on, you know what the craziest thing is? I have social anxiety. No one would ever believe me when I say that. But like I said, I turn into this character. And when I'm in that mode, nothing matters. Like nothing. Like I don't care. Nothing matters to me. I film at JCPenney like a lot. Like JCPenney is my go-to. I don't know why. My videos just do great there. And there's this lady that works there that literally like a few times I thought she was chasing me out. Like a few times she's been in the back of my videos, like coming up to me, and I'm like, "Oh, we gotta go, let's go." And we would run out. And then one time, this was like, I think this was like last week, I start filming, and then I hear in the background, "You framed me." And then I look, and it's the JC Penney worker. And I was like, oh no, she's gonna kick us out. And then she's like, "I just want to let you know, like, I found you and I've been looking for you for so long. And we love your content here. And we love that you come to our store. We all watch your videos." So I got the green light at JC Penney. So like I basically am an employee at JC Penney now. They all know who I am. Every time I walk in, they're like, "Oh, she's clocking in. She's clocking into her shift." Okay, so like yes, it does make me very anxious because obviously there's still customers that come in. And a lot of the times like I never got recognized before like I do now. Like it's like an everyday thing, which it's insane to me. I'm like still like, "Wait, you know who I am?" Like people come up to me, they're like, "Oh my God, I love your content." And I'm like, "Huh? Are you serious?" Like you watch my content? Like that's so crazy to me. But I get a lot of stares. I won't lie. I get a lot of like, "What is this girl doing? Like, is she okay? Like, is she on something?" A lot of people are like, "Is she on drugs?" I'm like, "No, I'm just filming." But yeah, I mean, I, like I said, I have anxiety, but when I turn into whoever the hell this is, this character, I don't care. It's like I'm possessed.
Love it. Well, that's the acting process. You're just committing to the bit. You are indulging yourself in the character. I think it's actually very fascinating that you have social anxiety, but yet acting is the way that you combat that. And I love the fact that you're able to just slip into that character and that you're able to do that. Also, you're going to be the whole reason why JC Penney stays afloat because I know like Bulk's been hurting. I know that there's branches. They're going to shut down a bunch of Macy's. So like you're going to save JC Penney.
I hope so.
All of the suburban moms have you to thank for all of that, starting with my mother. Um, I love that so much. I think that that's so fascinating that you're able to do that. And I love the fact that also you are received in such a positive way as well. That's got to be, I mean, it can go one of two ways. And I'm glad that everybody receives you so well and that they like enjoy watching your content and they love the fact that you're coming in. I want to talk about, obviously, we've seen you do so many different types of things. It looks like Whitney is like really, really standing out. I mean, your views are insane on your videos. They're so, so commendable. Talk to me about this whole Britney situation. And also I have to say I'm such a geek, but I love the fact that like all of the Britney videos are shot like from that outrageous angle. Beautiful touch. Talk to me about becoming Britney and what that's been like as you're discovering all of that.
So, first and foremost, I am one of the biggest Britney Spears fans. I don't like some people comment, there's like one person out of like 1,000 comments that is like, "I can't believe how disrespectful like you're being to Britney Spears. Like, how could you make fun of her mental health?" And I'm like, "Listen, I am not making fun of anybody's mental health. Like, I honestly just sound like her. One, the angle, okay, I get it. The angle is very Britney, but like, Britney is all Brittany has always been a silly girl as well. Like she's always been funny. always been goofy. I feel like if Brittany saw my videos, which I hope and pray that she has, I feel like that she would laugh. I really do. I feel like that she would laugh at them and be like, this is hilarious. She doesn't do half of the things I do. I don't ever see Britney Spears knee clapping at a JCPenney. I just don't see that. So to debunk that, like, I'm a huge fan of Britney. I'm not making fun of her. I just literally am obsessed with her and I can sound like her. But I started doing, like, I've been a Britney fan since I was 5 years old. Like, I'm so for real. My first concert was a Britney Spears concert. I noticed that I could sound like her probably at like 10 years old. Like, to be honest, like, I just have a pop voice and it just came to me naturally. And then recently when it was one day we were filming at JCPenney, we were doing the robot videos, like the regular stuff that I did, and I was getting burnt out of doing that. And literally I was like, you know what? I'm gonna act like Britney, film me. Like, that's how it came up. It wasn't planned. None of my videos are ever planned, ever. There's no script. It's all improv. That's another big question I get. It is all improv. I think of this stuff on the top of my head. Like, I'm I'm insane. I don't know what's wrong with me, but it just comes out. And I was like, okay, let's just film me and I'm gonna act like Britney Spears. Like, let's see how this does. Like, my videos were doing okay at the moment, and I was like, I need to do something new. So let's do it. And literally that just blew. People were like, "Oh my God, we love this. Like, please do more." So I just started to do more, and now here we are. And I'm having so much fun. Like, I'm having the time of my life, honestly.
That is so good. I love to hear that. And it genuinely shows through, again, giving you audience feedback here, but like it really does show through in the videos. You can tell that you're just genuinely excited and that you're loving the process of everything surrounding making these videos. I love the fact, like you said, and I'm glad that you're able to have the opportunity to clear the air for anybody who would be concerned. But of course, I would never take away that you were making fun of her. I think that
Yeah.
paying homage to her, if anything, and I'm sure she would love to see also, like, you're not doing anything offensive. It's just
Right.
it's a really solid impression in a very unique scenario, you know.
Right.
It's interesting to watch too, because like it's Britney Spears. Would she even be in a J.C. Penney? Probably not. She'd be in a Saks Fifth Avenue, because I would hope. But I don't know. Maybe she'd go to J.C. Penney. She's humble. Also, all of the icons are funny. If you ask me, Mariah Carey's got a unique sense of humor. Look at Ariana Grande, who's an icon. She's just young. She's hilarious, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, keep doing what you're doing. I think that that's fabulous. This brings me kind of to my next question, and we've touched on this, but I'm curious to give you the floor and to really speak about this. I've noticed one of the things that I always like to ask content creators, it's always in the lens too of upcoming and aspiring content creators as well. How do you prevent burnout? And you know, even like you mentioned, I can tell that you've recalibrated your strategy,
Mhm.
but how do you continue to prevent burnout, especially with something like this, where it's like you have to ride the wave, and then it looks like you almost kind of, you're like, okay, if the wave starts to die down, well, what's up next? You know, talk
Right.
about your
Right.
process.
So I feel like in the past I have like I said with my makeup videos and stuff, it was just so repetitive. It was like it's the same thing over and over again. Like that I don't think I'd see I still do tutorials and stuff like that, but I don't it felt too repetitive. I felt like I wasn't being like my whole self. Like, I wanted to do more comedy, more stuff like that. I feel like when it comes to burning out now, like I just I feel like the best way not to burn out is like keep doing what you're doing and keep doing what you love, but like add in different things every time. Like, make it fun and fresh. Like, make it just do different things. Even if it feels like, oh, this is the same thing, like you can add more things to it. I still get scared now. I'm like, could I get sick of this? But honestly, like like I love singing. First of all, I'm a singer, and like I always add in other celebrities in my little bits too, and it just keeps it fun. Like, it's hard not to burn out. It really is. It's hard because you want to keep going. You're afraid of like, oh, am I not going to get views anymore? Like, are people going to get sick of this? Like, you just have to keep going and not get into your head, because I've gotten in my head a million times. Like, it's hard to stay positive and stay energized because what I do is so much energy, And I just feel like you just have to keep doing what you love. You won't burn out if you're doing something you love. That's the truth. Like if you're not being authentic, you're gonna burn out. But if you're being authentic to you and your talent and what you love, like I promise you, it's not gonna burn out. You're not gonna burn out. You're just gonna keep shining because you're doing what you love. That's how I feel.
I love that. That was so well said. And I'm glad that you said that because I agree. I think it's if you're actually doing what you love to do, if it's authentic. Also, I think that your audience knows as well. Your audience, they're so smart. Like, and the views will show. I think it's just the perfect storm of everything.
Yeah.
I love that you said that so much. Now you did mention singing, and I know that you've had opportunities and you've dabbled with music. And obviously your fans catch on all the time. They're like, "Oh my gosh, she's doing an impression, but this girl she's got pipes." Is there anything, and obviously if there is something that you can't fully tease, like not trying to get any spoilers here, just
Oh yeah.
trying to tease anything that we can, but is there any type of music down the road in the future that you would like to, get into, release, anything like that? Because like I said,
Yeah.
fans have noticed that you definitely have the ability.
Yes. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I mean, I don't really I spill all the tea. I don't really care. I tell
Love
everyone everything.
it.
I definitely am working on music. I just released a song like 2 weeks ago called My Love Goes, and that one's it's doing pretty good. People are liking it. I'm working on so much music right now. I have so many things that I'm gonna release soon. I also have a little like Britney rendition songs I'm definitely gonna release because I know everyone's begging for that. So I'm like, okay, I gotta give them what they want.
Right.
So I have tons of music coming out. I'm not gonna stop. That's like my number one thing is music and acting. So I mean, yeah, the music is coming. It's not stopping. And that's like my number one. My number one is music. That's initially I was like, why I did social media. I was like, I'm gonna pop off on social media and then break myself into the industry. That's like what I wanted to do. And it's kind of working.
That is
So
awesome. That is the way to do it though. It's all about that leverage and it's about, okay, well, I've accomplished this. Now how else can I build on? I mean, that's the whole
right.
idea of staying relevant and staying afloat and especially in such an oversaturated market like we have now with social media. But that's fantastic. And I love to hear that so much for you. I'm curious to know in terms of within the next couple of years for yourself, if and again, like if you have things, if you don't have things in particular, just kind of like a ballpark estimate, where would you ideally like to see yourself with your career within the next several years, realistically?
I definitely obviously want to continue to do music. I would absolutely love to go on tour and do like kind of like a comedy show with music involved. Like that's really in my books. Like that's something I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to do like stand up and like entertainment, like a whole show, like of me acting like Britney, putting my songs out there, like doing a whole thing, like a whole bit. I feel like I've been dying to do that. Like, I mean, go on a mall tour, maybe.
Oh my gosh, you could do like you could go on tours and then set it up in the mall. Like
In the
you
mall, yeah.
I
Like,
remember
so
doing like
many people.
fashion shows when I was younger. You could do something
Yes,
like
you know
that.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh
Like,
yeah, yeah.
literally, like, everyone in my comments is like, please do a mall tour. Please do a mall tour. I'm like, oh my God, that sounds fun.
Oh my
Maybe I should.
gosh.
Definitely just like, I would love to go on tour. Love to do, I'm gonna do more music. I want to start doing more things in acting because I have such a love for acting and improv, especially. And I just see myself doing so many things. My dream is to be on Saturday Night Live. That's like literally my dream.
That
That's
was
my dream.
literally that was on the tip of my tongue, and that was the comment I was going to make next. And I also
Yeah.
just threw like a YouTube wormhole of like just 10 hours of just watching the hottest clips on repeat, all of Bill Hader's best. I loved
Yes,
so much.
I'm the
Yeah.
biggest SNL fan. I always have been ever since I was a little girl. That's like been my dream job is to be on that show.
You definitely strike me as the type of person who could be because you're talented across the board too. And I mean, that's what they really need. You have to be quick and on your feet, good with improv. The fact that you're musically inclined as well, that's always oh my gosh,
Thank you.
I could sense
Oh
you.
God, I don't even know. I'm like, how do I get on that show? I'm like,
Oh,
I hope so. It's a dream and I hope it comes true, but that I see myself. I see myself there, hopefully.
I love that. Oh my God. My final question to you before we wrap up here is obviously you're working with Viral Nation. You have Tony Rose on your team. She's so wonderful. What has it been like having the opportunity to work with Viral Nation and to really take this whole passion and really channel it into a career with the help of so many wonderful people?
Tony has literally been the best manager so far. I just signed with them not too long ago, and already they've done so much for me, pushing me out there, and she's so communicative and like we always are talking. They're just they're on my team. Like they really act like they want to help me. Like I've been through managers before and it's not all about me, but they really make me feel like it's all about me, and they help me and they help me grow already, and it's only been like a month and they've done so many things for me, and I'm so happy that I signed with them. I don't have any regrets. Like I'm so excited for what's to come. They are such a reputable talent agency, and I'm just so excited for what's to come, and it's been amazing so far. I can't wait.
I love that. That is so awesome to hear. I love the fact that you're so happy. And I love the fact too that it's been a short amount of time, but so much has
Yeah.
been accomplished. And I think
Yeah.
that's great. Well, congratulations on signing as well, especially since it's so fresh. Congratulations on
Thank
that.
you. Thank you so much.
Of course, I would love to give you the opportunity now. Anything that you would like to plug? I know you mentioned your song. You can go ahead and re-mention that. Anything that you would like to plug in terms of your socials, where people can find you and stay up to date? You have the
Yeah.
floor.
Well, my music is all on every streaming service, Apple, Spotify, you name it. It's all on there. My new song, My Love Goes, was just released like 2 weeks ago, so go check it out. I have tons of other music. If you want to check it out, please do. It would mean the world to me. And my TikTok is Ashley BlueDeathXO. That's where all my fun content is. And then my Instagram is Ashley Blue Death. I'm starting to post more fun stuff on there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys at the mall again.
All right. Thank you so much for joining, and I appreciate you. I'm so excited for you, and hopefully we get to chat very, very soon. Thank you again for your
Of
time.
course. Thank you so much. It was so nice talking to you.
Likewise.
Bye.